guys. All right, so thank you so much, guys, for hopping in on this team call. Tonight, we are discussing how to have your most successful year ever. These are going to be the vital behaviors to make this business worth it in 2015. These are ways for you to qualify for all of the amazing trips that we have available for you. And, you know, of course, the cool opportunity with Beachbody is you're helping people. You're helping people become the best versions of themselves possible. But, you know, there are perks to that. There's a perk of, you know, earning an income. There's a perk of all of this traveling. So what I want to do is share the best practices that I know of that can help you to maximize on all of this amazing opportunity that you have in front of you. Before we get started on that, I want to say, you know what, if you guys went to a Super Saturday, which I believe a good majority of you did, I'm so proud of you for doing that, because Super Saturday is where it's at. Before I attended my first Super Saturdays, I sucked with the business. I really had a hard time with it. My upline, she tried telling me to go. I would never go, and that was just because I thought I had better things to do. And my better things consisted of me getting wasted on the weekends and recovering from my wasted adventures. So once I finally started going to the Super Saturday events, that's when my business started taking off. I started understanding the full scope of what can happen by just doing this. I learned other people's stories. I saw other people's success. I learned different tips from other people who have had success with this business. So if you got to go to a Super Saturday, awesome. And if you didn't get to go, there's one in April that you absolutely must attend without a shadow of a doubt. If you want your business to go anywhere, Super Saturday is where you have to be. You have to be surrounded by people's energy. You have to understand the full scope of this. And to get there, thank you, Carolyn, it's April 25th, so mark your calendars, block that off. But if you really want to understand what can happen with your business, if you get your butt to a Super Saturday, it just all becomes real. It's just that more attainable once you see other people who are just basic, regular, everyday people who are having success with this. So the announcements I want to make that I learned from Super Saturday. First thing first is On Demand is rolling out in March. On Demand is the digital way that people can get involved with Beachbody. So, you know, I saw some people who were a little nervous about exactly what On Demand meant. You know, some people thought, oh, hell, this is going to be the end of my business. But you cannot have that kind of perspective about this, because Beachbody is doing everything that they can to ensure that we continue to have success. They're doing everything that they can to ensure that this is a smooth sailing operation. This is just us stepping into the 21st century, really. This is going to be a way in which your customers, they're either going to pay $39.95 for a club membership, or they're going to pay $140 for a challenge package, which includes the on-demand for 3 months, and it also includes a 30-day supply of Shakeology. So if they purchase either one of those two, they have a library of different programs, kind of older programs, so they're not going to be able to get the 21-day fix, the 21-day fix extreme. They're not going to be able to get Insanity Max 30, but they're getting older programs that they can test out. They can try them out. They can see something that works for them. And so this is something that is going to create residual income for you. This is going to be something that all of those people who are like, I don't have enough money, 3 months, $39.95, that gets you a plethora of programs that you can try, test out, and then chances are those people are going to end up wanting the actual physical copy of it themselves. So this is going to be huge. This is going to open up a lot of opportunity for you and your business. Now, I am in the test group for it, so I get to test it out, try it out before a lot of you guys do, starting within the next couple of months. But if you want to test out On Demand so that you yourself know what to tell your customers, you can experience it, you can see it firsthand. If you hit Success Club in January, Beachbody is going to allow you to try it out in February before it's released in March. So hit Success Club 5, and you'll be able to test it out. Second announcement is on February 2nd, the 21-Day Fix Extreme is being launched. Now, make note, if you want this for yourself or if you have any potential customers who you think would really want in on this, and I'll also mention something I'm going to be doing later for the 21-Day Fix Extreme, but if you know anybody who wants in on this, make sure they're sitting at their computer front and center ready to order when it's released, because the 21-Day Fix was released on February 3rd of last year and it sold out the same day. So what I'm saying is if you want in on it, if you have customers who want in on it, make sure that they are glued to their computer, because this is going to be huge. I got to test out the 21-Day Fix Extreme, a couple of the workouts, and it's absolutely insane. It is a tough, awesome program that's going to whoop your butt. This is something that, Autumn Calabrese, she is a figure competitor. She is NASM certified. So she's a trainer who is basically taking the 21-Day Fix and she's amplifying it up to what it is that she does as, somebody who competes. These are legitimately copies of the workouts that she does herself. And her meal plan that you get with the 21-Day Fix Extreme is legitimately an example of what she has on a given day when she is in competition mode. So the 21-Day Fix Extreme is going to be huge. Now, like I said, that is released on February 2nd. In a challenge package, it's going to be $140. On its own, it's going to be $59.95. Also, during the month, currently, and during the month of February, you'll be able to get the 21-Day Fix itself in a challenge package for $140. And then if you have clients who are interested in the Kickstarter package, which is the 21-Day Fix, Shakeology, and the 3-Day Refresh all bundled together, that's going to be $180. So something that I am doing for the 21-Day Fix Extreme is I am going to be creating an event on Facebook. So this is what I did last year. When I found out that the 21-Day Fix was coming, I saw other coaches do this, and this was big for building momentum within all of our businesses. But I created an event page. Basically, I created a start date for when our challenge group was going to start. I invited as many people as I possibly could to the group, and I encouraged all of our coaches to do the same thing. So then the group started. People had information for when the group would start. People, I was leaking out information as it came available. I was sharing photos of people who had success with the 21-Day Fix, and so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Is I'm going to be sharing other people's success with it. I'm going to be building momentum. I'm going to be just really revving up people's engines, getting people really excited for this. All I ask is that one of the leaders on our team step up and actually run the group themselves. So I'm going to be putting together the event, and I just ask that somebody, take charge and host the group. And, there are several things in the back office that you can look at that can give you an idea of how to run a challenge group. Also, I have several things in our file section that also explain how to run a challenge group as well. Third thing is today, the Success Club Cruise registration opened up. It sold out super fast, but there is the wait list. So if you are somebody who wants to go on that Success Club Cruise, put yourself down on the wait list. Essentially, if you are looking for more information on what it takes to qualify and all that information, if you just went ahead and did a Google search of SS Beachbody Success Club Cruise 2015, or if you went to ssbeachbody.com, there's going to be the information there that'll explain to you how to qualify and all of that fun stuff. So I'm not going to go into huge details about that because we have a lot of stuff to cover tonight on this call. But also, if you are on the wait list, you are going to get off of the wait list if you were somebody who earned Success Club the previous month. So if you, let's say a spot opens in April and your name is up on the list, you're the next person who can qualify to register for that opening spot, you are going to get surpassed if you did not qualify for Success Club 5 at least in the previous month. So if you want to go on that cruise on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas to Jamaica and Haiti, make sure that every month you are qualifying for Success Club, and that way when a spot does open, you will be the next one able to register. So now I'd like to cover my tips for how to make this the most successful month or year of your business. So the 3 vital behaviors. I cannot reiterate enough how important these 3 things are for your business. So of course, invite, be proof that the product works, and do your personal development. But what is that going to look like for you in 2015? So of course, my go-to every time that I run my business, I am looking to add 3 to 5 new people to my friends list on Facebook daily. So in order to do that, I might be going through Facebook and seeing, the recommended people I need to add. Facebook will recommend people, based upon whether you have any mutual friends. Another way I find new people to add is through Instagram. And I have a couple of videos on my YouTube channel which talk about how to add people from Instagram onto Facebook. And you can find that by going to tiny.cc/Kelly with a capital K on YouTube. Kelly on YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube channel, you can see the Instagram trainings which tell you how to convert people from Instagram to Facebook. Another thing is comb through the people that you are friends with on Facebook. Look at who they are friends with. Look to see if you have any mutual friends with them. I'm talking about 5 people or more. If you do, reach out to that person. I just wouldn't recommend just totally friending somebody if you're not really quite familiar with who they are, if you haven't really seen them in real life or anything. But, if this is somebody who's pretty much a complete stranger to you, but you have at least 5 mutual friends in common, I reach out to that person and I say, hey, Facebook recommended that I add you as a friend because we have so many mutual friends in common. Would you mind if I did so? Now that can seem really intimidating, but I'm telling you what, just pull the trigger. You do it once, and then doing it a second time is easier, doing it a third time is easier, and so on. The worst that can happen is that somebody could look at it and not respond to you. I've never had somebody flat out just say, get the hell away from me, you freak. Nobody is going to come out and say that. They're just going to look at it and they're not going to respond. The best thing that could happen is you could have somebody that you build a really awesome relationship with. You find out you have a lot of things in common. They either become a client, they become a coach. One of the people that I did this with, her name was Patrice. I ended up finding out that we had a lot of similarities in common. We ended up having similar eating disorders. We ended up having the same birth date. I was talking to her and randomly I was like, hey, what's your birth date? Because we just had that much stuff in common. And she was like, February 7th. And I was like, you got to be shitting me. And I said, mine's February 7th too. And so is Carolyn's. But it was crazy. But we're really good friends and we hang out all the time. So that wasn't even something that turned into Beachbody potential. That just became a really cool friendship. So we hang out all the time. We're really cool. So that is another way for you to turn your business into something bigger. Or just, meet people. Hell, what harm is it to just meet new people and make new connections with people? It doesn't hurt. Another thing that you need to do, aside from adding 3 to 5 new people each day and talking to those 3 to 5 people that you are adding is, of the people that you've previously talked to, you need to be inviting 3 people per day to a challenge group. So this isn't somebody that you just started reaching out to and you're like, hey, I got this challenge thing. No, this is somebody that you've talked to maybe like 5 days ago, a week ago, but you are messaging them and you're saying, hey, I have this group that's starting up. I'm not sure if this is for you or not, but it's a 3-week fitness and nutrition group. Would you happen to be interested or know anybody who I could help with this? Now, backstory. You don't just randomly message somebody and do this. And you also don't just, build a relationship with somebody, drop off the face of the planet, and then randomly show up on their doorstep like, hey, I'm not sure this is for you or not, but I got this challenge. Because that's not how you do it. But what you do is the people that you're reaching out to, the 3 to 5 people that you are adding to your Facebook every day, or you are building a new relationship with, you're building and reestablishing old connections with, you're liking their stuff on Facebook. You're commenting. You're keeping some kind of back and forth going on. So you might not necessarily be messaging them all the time, because that could get really old, not only for you, but for the person that you're messaging. But you're showing them that you are still around. You aren't just building this relationship to see where they can make you money. That's not what it's about. You are trying to establish real connections with people that you genuinely want to help and people that you genuinely feel like you want to help. Thirdly, most importantly, what needs to happen if you want your business to go to the next level in 2015 is you need to be talking to 20 people per month about coaching. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So this is the people that you've been previously building a relationship with. These are people that you currently already know who could be good at coaching, but you need to be talking to 20 people each and every month about the coaching opportunity. And so Janelle Summers at the Super Saturday event, she said, let's just say, for instance, somebody that you've been reaching out to, you're messaging back and forth with them, and then they end up talking. They end up bringing up, I'm really worn out. I'm really exhausted. I'm working all the time. If you get to that level with somebody, meaning you are doing your job, you are asking them questions. You're talking more to them about what's going on in their life more than what you are saying. So for instance, Janelle also said, repeat after me. The more I say, the less I make. Say that to yourself as often as you need to. Because in order to go somewhere with this business, when you are talking to these people, you need to make the conversation as much about them and figuring out their wants, their needs, their goals, their life's ambitions. Now, that's not just going to probably happen on the first conversation that you are having with somebody. This is something that's going to probably evolve unless, you are re-engaging in a relationship with somebody that's kind of fallen off. But you need to make these conversations all about the people that you are talking to. And then eventually, this person, they're going to come out to you. They're going to tell you, I'm worn out. I'm barely making ends meet, or I'm having a tough time because, I just had a kid and I'm just always at work and I feel like I'm never at home. So then Janelle said, that is the perfect opportunity in which you could say, have you ever considered doing what I do? Because I feel like this could be something that could help alleviate that for you. If you're looking to be home more with your son, I have a feeling that this could be it for you, that this could be the thing that helps you to achieve that. So figure out somebody's goals, figure out somebody's desires, somebody's needs, somebody's dreams. What's exhausting them? What's making them tired? What's making them sick of the constant 9 to 5 grind and Groundhog Day that their life has become? And then present them with, have you ever considered? And then, because I feel that this can help you with X, Y, and Z. Now, what could happen for you if you talk to 20 people each month about coaching? And if once you do sign up coaches, you taught your coaches to do the same thing? Well, imagine this. Let's say at the very worst, of the 20 people that you talk to, you have a 10% closing rate, which means, inevitably, of those 20 people you reached out to, only 2 of them said yes. Only 2 of them said yes. If you are just a coach right now and you don't have anybody on your team, that means you've become an emerald coach. Now, at the very worst, like I said, you have 2 new coaches. But let's just say, for instance, you reach out to 20 people and you have a 20% closing rate. That's 4 new coaches on your team. And what makes it even easier for you as a coach is I just came out with the ultimate script for talking to people about the coaching opportunity, which you can find in the file section. Print that sucker out. Because I'll tell you what, exactly what you are seeing on that file section is what I do. And if you are one of my personally sponsored coaches, I guarantee you that I almost said word for word what you see in that. So if you do that, if you utilize the tools that have helped me, if you just utilize them, how can you not have, at the very worst, a 10% closing rate and help the people out around you get healthier, get better? And, so many people are afraid of talking to people about the coaching opportunity. But what I want to say to you is something that Danny Johnson said. Danny Johnson is one of the people that I really look up to. She's a mentor to me. She said, how dare you, if you do not talk to people about the coaching opportunity, if you are too scared, if you're fearful, if you don't talk to people about this, how dare you? Because what you are doing is you are holding somebody's future in your mouth. You are controlling somebody's destiny. So share the coaching opportunity. Believe in it. If you have a belief in it, if you know it, and you might not even be wholeheartedly, fully as successful as you think you should be. Quite frankly, I don't think I'm as successful as I should be. I know that I could be better, especially I've been a coach for 4.5 years. I could totally be at a different place than where I am. But that doesn't keep me from inviting people to the coaching opportunity because, I've reached a certain level of success, but I'm still, like I said, not as successful as I know I could be. I see other coaches out there. Freaking Tommy Migrant, he's a coach. He was depressed. He was alcoholic. He had a gambling addiction. He didn't have a healthy way of life. He was morbidly obese. He signed up to be a coach. He got in the best shape of his life. He's been a coach for about 5 to 6 years now, and he makes a 7-figure income every year as a Beachbody coach because he has the belief in this. He has the understanding of what this can do. He didn't start off as a coach ripped and fit and ready to work it. He shared his journey. He shared it with people. He knew that this was a ticket out from the very unfulfilling life that he had. He knew that this was a way for him to have a way out, for him to experience a better life. So if you want a better life, if you want to share that better life with people, how dare you hold that back from other people? People need to know that there is a way out, that there's a lifesaver, that there is a ticket to a better way of life. So share this with as many people as possible and use the tools in our back office. After you sign up somebody to be a coach, we have the onboarding process. There's a file section there for that. And in fact, I'm working on making that even better than what it is. So, do this. Reach out to people. And in 2015, if you were to reach out to 20 people and sign up 2 people per month in about, 6 months, you're a diamond coach. So if your goal is to become a diamond, that is the quickest way to do it. And if you became a diamond coach, that would also open you up to so many trips as well. Many opportunities for you to travel and to engage in the life that you want to live. So another thing with, the invite process is to ask for referrals. That's another way to invite. So you might already have people who have purchased something. Talk to them. Find out how it's going for them. Ask them, hey, how's it going? I understand you've lost 10 pounds. You're feeling happy. You finally understand how it is to be eating better, how it feels to have more energy. Who do you know who could benefit from doing something like this? So ask for referrals. Another way to invite is to open up old doors with old customers. So you may have signed up somebody, let's say 5 months ago, and they dropped off the face of the planet. Reach out to them. Offer to host a group. Like, hey, I'll host a private support group for a 7-day, get back into fitness. I know you ordered the 21-day fix from me, or hey, I know that you have an old copy of Insanity just sitting around on the shelf. How about you join my free 7-day group? You get back on the bandwagon. That way, you get them involved in a 7-day group. They might not necessarily be buying anything off you right now, but who's to say that with your guidance, your help, your support, they won't eventually in the future. Another thing you could do is you could post about, hey, does anybody have P90X or Insanity or one of the old Beachbody programs just sitting collecting dust somewhere? I am hosting a free 14-day support group for those programs. The new year just hit. I know a lot of people have these just sitting around. Let's join in on a group where you can get my support. I'll help you, and we can get back in on this. So that program isn't going to waste and you're not investing freaking crazy astronomical money in a gym membership. That's another way to invite people. Another thing that I recommend, if you didn't check out a Super Saturday, the recording is in the back office. And in the recording, there was a coach who talked about how she reached out to people, how she scheduled her day. In regards to reaching out to people, I highly suggest checking that out. I'm not going to go into it right now, but she had a really clever and smart way to keep on track and on top of her schedule. I forgot what her name was, but yeah, that was a really important and really powerful thing to see, because she broke out exactly what it took for her to become a diamond coach. Let's see. Whoop, sorry guys. So secondly, with being proof that the product works, I need you guys to be unapologetically you. You need to be so brazen, bold, and sure of yourself that people are unfollowing you. Because if they're unfollowing you, you are weeding people out of your garden. When I first became a coach and I started having people who, kind of were unfollowing me or unfriending me, it was a bruise to my ego. But what I started to understand is it's totally fine to have people who are unfollowing you if you are being legitimately true to who you are. So when you post on Facebook, as long as you are not just vomiting Beachbody day in and day out, it's cool if people are unfriending you. If you're providing valuable content, if you are genuinely looking to help people with every post that you post, do not be afraid of those people who unfollow you. Because the truth is if you are getting them out of your garden, you're weeding yourself of negativity. You don't have to deal with people who are going to be negative on your posts. You don't have to deal with people who might be talking crap about you. But what you're making room for is you are making room for time in your day to be working with the people who deserve your attention. Let's say, okay, something that happened to me. I recently posted on my Instagram account about how I used to be just all about the TV. I used to watch the TV, and it was no joke. One of the reasons why I had such a hard time with my business is because I didn't treat my business like a business. And so I would be sitting around working on my business with the TV on in the background. And so I was kind of multitasking, trying to watch the TV while I was trying to work my business. That doesn't work, flat out. So if you want to become the owner of your business, become the CEO, make sure that you turn the distractions off, turn the TV off. If you are trying to schedule your day around the television, your business around the television, what would you rather do? Would you rather be totally caught up on the Sons of Anarchy, or would you rather 6 months from now be consistently making an additional $250 to $500 per week? Because I guarantee you that if you take the television out of your life, you'll be able to make the kind of money that is that you Jill will be freaking riding her motorcycle. So, if you are looking to make that kind of money, you need to totally eliminate the television and watch it on your own terms. There's so many ways that you can do that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So on my Instagram account, I posted about how I don't watch the television anymore. And I also mentioned, hey, I did watch the Sons of Anarchy season finale, not series finale, but season finale from like 2 seasons ago. And I mentioned how, I saw that season finale, and the way the girl was killed off at the very end just totally shocked me. And it scared the hell out of me. And because now where I'm at in my personal development, I cannot justify seeing that kind of stuff because it doesn't sit well on my soul. So I put that in my Instagram post, and a girl commented, and she said, "Oh, you could have said spoiler alert. I just started watching the Sons of Anarchy, and now you just gave that away." And I responded back, "Clearly, I don't think you understood what I was trying to get across with this post." And then she responded back with something like, "Well, unfortunately, you just got a new unfollower." And I was like, peace. That's what you want to happen, though. You want to weed those people out of your garden so that you have people who genuinely deserve your help. Because the truth is these people who are becoming your clients, they could become your coaches. These people who are becoming your clients and your coaches, these people become your best friends. And so you want to be surrounded by people who get you, people that you click with. Because if you're going to all of these events, if you're going to Super Saturdays, if you're going to Success Club trips, chances are you're going to be surrounded by these people. You might share the same car with them. You might have to be riding somewhere. And if you are somebody who's into country music, you certainly do not want to be riding in the car with somebody who's listening to Metallica the whole time, and vice versa. So be sure that the people that you are working with or you trying to work with understand who you are. Because then if they understand I don't click with her, that's fine, because you don't want to work with them anyway. You're not trying to save everybody. You're trying to save everybody from the group of people that you truly want to work with. So always search for those people. Know who it is that you want to help. And when you do post, be sure that you're consistent. You know, so many people are thinking, oh, well, you know, I can just take 5 days off from posting and I'm going to have success with this. If you want to genuinely have success with your business, you need to be consistent with it. Because if they don't see consistency out of you, what they're going to think is, if she can't be consistent with her own health, with sharing this, how is she ever going to be able to help me? Or how is he ever going to be able to help me? So people are watching you, whether you believe it or not, whether you're getting likes or comments or anything on your post. People are keeping tabs on what it is that you're doing. So if you drop off the face of the planet, what that tells that person subconsciously is that person's going to drop off the face of the planet when I truly need them. So the more consistent you are, the better off your business is going to be. And absolutely, as a coach, as a new coach, you want to be sure that once a day you are posting about your fitness or about your health, about your nutrition. You want to be posting about Beachbody in a way where you're not just vomiting Beachbody all over people or what it is that you're doing. But also keep in mind that if you are in the business of attracting to your business like-minded people that you want to work with, you are also posting stuff that you thoroughly enjoy so that you are attracting to you people that you would enjoy working with. So Jewel, for instance, you know, she is into motorcycles. So if I were her, I would be sure that once a week I am finding some way to talk about my motorcycle or my love for motorcycles, because then who is she going to attract? People who are into motorcycles, who she would probably want to ride with to a Super Saturday on a motorcycle with someday. So that's what you want to do. If you look at my Facebook, I do post about nutrition, fitness, health in one way, shape, or form once a day. But a lot of times my posts are pretty bogus when you think about it. They're not about like fitness and nutrition all the time. I'm talking about going free boobing, you know, like I'm talking about stuff that I enjoy and that I know if I'm going to work with somebody, I'd want to work with a chick who wants to free boob too. You know, like that's what I'm looking to do. And so be unapologetically you. You know, before I posted that, of course, I have this fear like, dude, like, what are people going to think? People are going to think I'm some kind of hippie, free-loving freakazoid, or, you know, like, people are going to be turned off and like, oh, she's just trying to get attention with this post. Those thoughts are going through my mind, as I'm sure a lot of times when you guys make posts, those thoughts are going through your mind as well. But it's those kind of posts where you're having the most doubt. Those are the ones that you need to share. Because those posts are going to attract to you exactly who it is that you want to work with. I don't know if you guys saw, but that post got me a hell of a lot of engagement. It got me a lot of people commenting, sharing their own personal story, their own testimony to why they don't wear bras anymore and stuff. And to me, I'm looking at that like, hell yeah, those are people who I would definitely love to chat with. Those are women that I'm going to message. Those are going to be the 3 or 5 people that I'm going to reach out to today. And so that's what you want to do, is don't just feel like posting Beachbody and posting fitness, posting nutrition. Post stuff that's pertinent and important to you, and you are going to get attracted to you the people that you genuinely want and deserve to work with, the people who deserve your time. So you know what you love, post about it. The third thing with your business is, of course, personal development. The third and final 3 vital behaviors. With that, you know, Janelle Summers, she said, you know, when I talk to one of my new coaches, I ensure to tell them, hey, when you post, when you do anything, you know, your first 6 to 12 months as a coach are going to be a rocky time that's going to test your patience. It's going to test your level of commitment. But be here a year from now, because you hold on tight. If you thoroughly do your personal development, if you trust the process, if you do what your mentor has taught you to do, what's going to happen for you is 12 months from now, you're not going to recognize who you were to where you are today. So do your personal development day in and day out to reinstill that belief in yourself, to understand that this is not a process where it's a get-rich-quick thing. Because if it was a get-rich-quick thing, everybody and their brothers and mothers would be doing this. This is something that it takes heart, it takes soul, it takes patience. You're going to doubt yourself. There's still some times where 4.5 years into this, I doubt myself. But you need to believe in this. And the only way to believe in this is to build the confidence by doing your personal development religiously. And not only that, but building your skills through personal development. So listening to the personal development, the feel good, the law of attraction kind of stuff, that like, hey, yeah, let's do this. That's good. But you also need to be working on personal developments that build your skill set. So some of those people who you could be building and tapping into are Eric Worre of GoPro. He has a lot of YouTube resources which help you to develop your skills as a coach. Another one is John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell has a whole slew of books about building your skill set as a leader. So if you want to become a leader, if you want to be somebody who is enrolling 2 coaches at least per month and who is well equipped to lead those people so that they can become well-equipped leaders themselves, John C. Maxwell is your go-to. Chalene Johnson as well. She is another one. I absolutely love her. She has a free program called 30daypush.com. If you tap into that, she'll teach you how to become organized in less than 5 minutes each day for 30 days. She's going to share with you the things that have allowed her to become at the level she is at. Chalene is absolutely so just brilliant and smart at what she does. She also has podcasts. If you look up the Chalene Show on YouTube, or not on YouTube, but on iTunes, she has free podcasts on there which share skills that she has learned and that other people have learned that have allowed them to build their business, not only on social media, but on real life as well. Another one is Brendan Burchard. Brendan Burchard is somebody that Chalene suggests. He has a YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is chock full of not only the feel-good personal development, but of the skill set style personal development. And finally, one other person for your personal development is Danny Johnson. Danny Johnson, Jewel just pointed out, she has an app, the Danny Johnson app. It's free. You can download that and you can listen to podcasts from her. Danny Johnson is all about teaching you skill sets. She is where I learned how to speak to people. She is where I learned how to put my ego on the shelf. For so long, I was somebody who was afraid to talk to people. I was afraid to talk to them just about not only the coaching opportunity, but also just to reach out to somebody. And I stood behind the concept and the idea that I'm a shy person. That is what I stood behind for so long throughout my entire life. And in reality, that was something that held me back for a very long time. And not only that, but it made me not only, I felt weird and people portrayed me as very weird because of how shy I was, but also people thought I was stuck up too for how shy I was. And when I started tuning into Danny Johnson and I went to her First Steps to Success seminar, she told me, or us, that shyness is an ego. And when she said that, it blew my mind. I was like, how the hell can shyness be an ego? If anything, that is like counter ego. Like, that is me terrified. But in all honesty, when you are shy, when you let a fear keep you from sharing the coaching opportunity, from talking to people about bettering their lives, what you are doing is you are saying, I am placing my needs before you. And that's a huge ego. I'm placing my fear of what you think of me before I give you the opportunity to tell me whether or not this could be something that could benefit your life. And it is a preconception of what you think that other people feel about you. So step away from your fears. Do your personal development. Build your skill set. Build your confidence in yourself. Through doing those things, those are going to allow you to become a leader. You're going to completely remove all of those blocks that are holding you back from living the kind of life that you want to live. You didn't join this to be a mediocre coach. You didn't join this because you thought, if I can lose 5 pounds and maybe help my great Aunt Phyllis, this is going to be a great thing. No, you didn't join to do that. You joined because you saw this as a way out. You joined because you thought, I can help a shit ton of people. And that's what we're looking to do. We're looking to help as many shit tons of people who are just like us as possible. So don't be afraid to be unapologetically you. Be afraid to not be you and to think about how many people you are holding back from having the kind of life that they deserve. Imagine if you reached out to 20 people this month and one of those people lost 10 pounds. Imagine how much better you would feel because you took that time to step outside of your comfort zone. So do your personal development. And why are you doing all this? Well, of course you're doing it because you want to get out of the crappy job you have, or you want to maybe someday retire. You want to feel fulfillment. You want to help people. But I'm sure a lot of you are wanting to travel as well. You want to see the world. You want to get out there. You want to venture. So what I encourage you to do is go to our team page. From a computer, if you go there, there's a little search box with a little magnifying glass there. If you type in trips, scroll down to the post from January 6th. This post is going to explain all of the trips that if you qualify for, you can go on. So 2 of the major trips I want to tell you about, aside from the Success Club cruise, are 2 of the personal trips that I am putting together. So first one is our Cancun Diamond Retreat. Anybody who is one of my you do not have to be a personally sponsored coach. So you could be under Sherry, you could be under Corey, anybody who becomes a diamond, or anybody who currently is a diamond. If you yourself become a diamond coach by December 31st, you are going to get to go on our Cancun Diamond Retreat for free. All you have to do is pay for your flight. You have to be a diamond coach, though, on December 31st. So let's say you become a diamond coach and then you accidentally drop, let's say in August, and you never make it back to being a diamond coach by the last week of December, you won't qualify for the trip. But if you are somebody who is a diamond coach by December 31st, you will get to go on this trip for free. So why not do it? I just shared with you tips for how to make that a possibility. The second thing is our Chicago trip. So we have a Chicago Success Club trip. Now, in order to qualify for that, you would have need to have been a Success Starter in 2014. And if you were a Success Starter in 2014, meaning you hit Success Club for 3 months in a row as a new Beachbody coach, you get to already qualify for that trip. Another way to qualify for that trip is if you hit Success Club your first 3 months as a coach in 2015. So if you signed up as a coach, let's say in December, you still have the chance to qualify for January, February, and March. So if you hit that, you can go on our Chicago trip as long as you also hit Success Club 6 other months. So your first 3 months, 6 other months, 9 months in total. The third and final way that you can go on this Chicago trip, I'm going to rent out a mansion. You're going to get to come. You just have to pay your way. Is if you hit Success Club all 12 months of 2015. You do that, you'll get to go to Chicago, stay in this mansion for totally free. So those are ways that you can travel. Those are ways that I reward you, because I know how crappy it feels to be in a work position where you work your butt off. You are doing the work of 5 people and you never get a pat on your back. You never get somebody who says, you know what, thank you for everything that you do. I see that you bend over backwards. So I'm doing that for you. You qualify, you get to come. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All you need to do is make sure that you qualify, make sure that you are being genuine when you reach out to people, make sure that you are reaching out to the people that you truly want to help, and you can make this happen. So, that being said, what I would love for you guys to do if you are on this call is I want you to map out, no, better yet, come up with a list of 50 people that you are going to reach out to within January and February. Send that list on over to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put anybody who submits that to me, I'm going to put your names in a hat, and I'm going to send off something to whoever's name I pull out of that hat. So I need you to submit that list to me by Wednesday, no later than, and then I'll send you guys a gift, whoever's name I pull out. So this is going to be a crazy year. There's so many cool things that are happening. Beachbody is just on the cusp of something great. I have a feeling that sometime this year that Beachbody is going to make an announcement that we are going international to another country. I feel it. I've heard things here and there that have made me feel like, holy crap, they're about to announce that we're going to Australia, or they're opening up a market in freaking Europe, which is so cool for you guys, because that means like you are a founder. Like, you guys have the potential to help people overseas. You have the potential to build a business, an international business. You have the potential that you can reach people in Europe, Australia. Whenever we do that, and I truly have a feeling that that's going to happen this year, that we're going to open up another place. But imagine if you built an international business in Europe or in Australia. Imagine the connections that you would have. You could travel there. People, you build up a relationship with those coaches would welcome you into their home because you are changing their lives. And you will be able to have that kind of opportunity to make that kind of travel because of what you're doing now. Everything that you do now is planting a seed for your future success with this business. So plant those seeds. When you do, if you're on Instagram and you have people who are international and who are reaching out to you for help, don't you dare snub those people. Help those people. You don't look at those people like, I can't help you because you're in another country. You still help those people because they're human beings. They have a heart. They have a soul. They deserve help. But then as well, you never know. There's a huge market in Brazil, in Australia, and Europe of people who are waiting for Beachbody to open up to. And once that happens, you want to be sure that you have enough connections there, that you've laid enough and planted enough seeds that once that market does open up, your business is just going to expand and multiply like you would have never believed. So I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Same time, same place next week. I love you all. I appreciate you all for being on this call. You did not have to be here, but you did. I'll talk to you next week. message me those list of 50. I'll let you know who won, and we'll go from there. So have a great evening, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.